The world is turning its gaze towards Southeast Asia, a region that has long been a crossroads of cultures, trade, and innovation. Here, the Philippines is quietly forging a new economic destiny, transforming its cities and industries at a remarkable pace. Today, we stand at a pivotal moment, one where the Philippines is on track to join the exclusive trillion-dollar club of global economies by 2033, a milestone that once seemed out of reach. This is more than just numbers on a chart. It's a story of resilience, ambition, and a new era of hope for over 110 million people, each with dreams for a brighter future. For decades, Asian growth was dominated by giants like China and India, whose rapid development captured the world's attention and set the pace for the region. Now, the Philippines is poised to write its own chapter in this unfolding story, fueled by innovation, entrepreneurship, and a hunger for progress. The journey from being called the sick man of Asia to becoming a beacon of dynamic growth is a testament to decades of strategic reforms, a vibrant and youthful population, and an unyielding spirit of enterprise that drives Filipinos to build, innovate, and dream bigger every day. We'll explore the key drivers behind this rise, from Manila's world-renowned call centers and tech hubs to Palawan's booming resorts and the country's growing appeal as a global destination. Alongside the impressive data and ambitious projects, we'll also confront the real challenges: rising inflation, persistent inequality, and the urgent need for inclusive growth that reaches every Filipino, from bustling cities to remote, rural communities. This is the story of the Philippines' bold bid to become a trillion-dollar economy, and why its success will ripple far beyond its shores, shaping the future of Southeast Asia and the world. The Philippines' economic journey has been turbulent, but beneath the surface, the foundation for a boom was quietly built. Education created a large English-speaking talent pool, while a global diaspora sent vital remittances home. Structural reforms, like the Public Service Act and Retail Trade Liberalization Act, opened the doors to foreign investment. The government shifted from controlling industry to enabling private sector dynamism, unlocking new growth. The IT BPO industry and tourism were strategically developed, leveraging the country's natural advantages. Robust domestic consumption, fueled by remittances and a growing middle class, provided stability even in global downturns. Initiatives like Accelerate PH and Build are amplifying these strengths. The convergence of reforms, sectoral focus, and strong demand has set the stage for the Philippines' current economic surge. At the heart of the Philippines' dynamism is its young, growing population, over 110 million strong, with a median age of just 26. This demographic dividend means a vast, energetic workforce and a booming consumer base. Filipino workers are known for their work ethic, English proficiency, and adaptability, making them highly sought after globally. Each year, hundreds of thousands of graduates fuel the IT BPO sector and attract foreign companies. The government and private sector are evolving education to meet future industry needs, from AI to green tech. A young population drives higher output, tax revenues, and robust domestic consumption, an 8.3% growth in 2022 alone. The challenge: creating enough quality jobs to absorb new entrants and avoid turning this dividend into a liability. The goal: unleash the potential of this generation, ensuring the demographic dividend becomes lasting prosperity. Two forces drive the Philippine economy: remittances from its global diaspora and the explosive growth of the IT BPO sector. In 2022, remittances hit $36.1 billion, nearly 10% of GDP, fueling household consumption and economic stability. The IT BPO industry generated $32.5 billion in revenue and employed over 1.57 million Filipinos, evolving into a global hub for high-value services. BPO jobs offer a compelling alternative to working abroad, building a skilled middle class and stimulating domestic demand. Both sectors are adapting. Remittances remain strong, while BPOs upskill for AI and automation. Together, they form a resilient dual engine powering the Philippines' trillion-dollar future. Beyond demographics and outsourcing, the Philippines is experiencing a tourism renaissance, turning natural wonders into economic power. Post-pandemic, tourism revenues have soared, with 2025 figures already surpassing pre-pandemic levels. Strategic investments in airports, roads, and ports are making destinations more accessible, while global marketing is drawing international acclaim. domestic tourism is booming with nearly all Filipinos planning to travel locally, supporting year-round industry growth. Hotel construction is surging, creating jobs and stimulating regional economies. Tourism is now a powerful tool for national branding and economic diversification. With the sector projected to reach $28.9 billion by 2033, tourism is a critical pillar in the Philippines' trillion-dollar journey. The numbers tell a compelling story. The Philippine GDP is set to reach $500 billion by 2025, $800 billion by 2030, and cross $1 trillion by 2033. Sustained growth, 6 to 7% annually, translates into rising living standards and a growing middle class. Household consumption, remittances, and rising incomes from BPO and tourism drive this expansion. Strategic reforms and infrastructure investments are making the country more competitive and attractive to foreign investors. RCEP membership is integrating the Philippines into global supply chains, boosting manufacturing and trade. The Build program is tackling infrastructure bottlenecks in transport, energy, and digital connectivity. These fundamentals, youthful population, strong demand, and pro-investment policies are propelling the Philippines into the world's top 20 economies. The data is clear. The nation is transforming into a major economic force. The path to a trillion-dollar economy brings both promise and peril. Rapid growth can lift millions from poverty and expand the middle class, but it also brings inflationary pressures. Inflation hit 7.6% in early 2023, forcing the central bank to raise rates. A delicate balancing act for policymakers. A widening trade deficit and current account gap expose the economy to global shocks and currency risks. External threats, like volatile energy prices and geopolitical tensions, remain. The biggest challenge, ensuring growth is inclusive. Inequality and poverty persist, especially in rural areas. Success will be measured not just by GDP, but by how prosperity is shared. Investing in education, healthcare, and social infrastructure is essential to ensure no one is left behind. To truly understand this transformation, we must listen to the voices of those who are both shaping and experiencing it firsthand. Their perspectives reveal the hopes, challenges, and ambitions that define the nation's journey. President Marcos Jr. envisions a prosperous, inclusive, and resilient Philippines by 2040, a vision that is echoed by his economic team's dedication to bold reforms and attracting investment. Their strategy aims to create a future where opportunity is accessible to all Filipinos, regardless of background. International experts such as S&P Global's Rajiv Biswas highlight the country's demographic strengths, its young workforce, and the potential unlocked by RCEP integration. However, they also caution that sustained progress will require prudent macroeconomic management, sound fiscal policies, and a focus on long-term stability. For young professionals in the IT BPO sector, this growth translates into stable careers, new opportunities at home, and the chance to contribute to the nation's digital future. Many see this as a pathway to personal advancement and national pride. Yet, for rural farmers, challenges like rising costs, unpredictable weather, and the impacts of climate change persist. Their daily struggles remind us that the benefits of economic growth are not yet evenly spread across all communities. Bridging this gap is crucial. Rural development, increased agricultural productivity, and building climate resilience must be at the heart of the nation's priorities to ensure no one is left behind. The true test lies ahead. Can the Philippines uplift every Filipino, not just the urban middle class, but also those in the farthest provinces and smallest communities? Ultimately, the success of inclusive policies will determine whether the trillion-dollar dream becomes a reality for all, ensuring that every Filipino, regardless of where they live, can share in the nation's progress. The Philippines is on a determined march toward joining the world's largest economies, an ambition fueled by both resilience and vision. This is a defining moment for the nation and the region. With a young, dynamic population, a far-reaching global diaspora, and strategic governance, the Philippines has set the stage for unprecedented growth and opportunity. The trillion-dollar milestone is now within reach, signaling a new era of prosperity and influence. But the real victory lies in how that wealth is generated and shared, ensuring that progress uplifts every Filipino, from bustling cities to remote provinces. The continued rise of BPO, tourism, and the creative industries, along with robust domestic consumption, powers development and drives innovation across sectors. Meanwhile, reforms in governance and infrastructure are unlocking long-dormant potential, paving the way for sustainable growth. The journey offers a blueprint for other nations seeking inclusive progress and positions the Philippines as a new destination for global investors. Yet, challenges remain: persistent inflation, inequality, and vulnerability to external shocks, such as climate change and global market shifts. The world will watch not just if the Philippines reaches its ambitious goals, but how it does so, whether growth is sustainable, and if it truly benefits all. The question remains: will prosperity be truly inclusive, reaching every community and generation? This story is just beginning, with new chapters waiting to be written by a hopeful nation. Its next chapter will be shaped by every Filipino, students, workers, leaders, and dreamers alike, and by all who engage with this remarkable transformation, as the Philippines steps boldly onto the world stage.